Hey, it's Zay, and this is my life buffet. Okay. No.
Stop it. Get some help.
I have too much motherfucking energy. Too much. But that's a good thing. Because today, we're doing a little maintenance vlog. Round of applause, please. But anyway, so today's Wednesday. For my DIY, girlies and gents, you gotta start a couple of days before the plans. So the plans was, if you haven't watched this video already, go ahead and watch it. Because we're prepping for a trip. And plus, I need to clean up that little dusty bag. But anyways, we are going to be doing a little bit of maintenance on our nails and our toes. Because look at these. They're pretty bad. So we're going to go ahead and get these things fixed up. I got some press-on nails. And I'm going to show you girlies how I do it. And listen, this isn't just for the girlies. Men, go ahead and take care of them nails too. Because listen, we don't want to see them little crusty, dirty nails. But these are the ones, it would help if I flipped it over. These are the ones that I got because for my beach outfit, which we're not going to anymore, I had a orange and yellow cute little set. But that got canceled. But we still do have plans, so I'm still going to do my little maintenance. And tomorrow you guys will be coming along with me to get my eyebrows and my lashes done. But eyebrows is going to be by somebody else because, girl, these things, ooh, they're already thin and I'm not trying to thin them up. They're going to look like little lines. But the lashes, we're going to do clusters at home just to save a little coin. But anyways, let's get started on how I do these at home. Stay tuned for that if you want to do it. Why am I having a brain fart? Probably because I just got off of work and I'm doing this stuff after work. But I did get these nails off of Amazon. If you do want to get them, they'll be in a link below. But let's go ahead and get into how I do my nails at home. Alrighty, friends, we are back and we got our little setup over here. And I'm going to show you guys everything that I use to go ahead and do those press-on nails. And let's go ahead and get started.
12 seconds later.
Alrighty, so you guys won't be able to see my face, but I'm here, okay? First up, we have my nail filer. I have this thicker one, mainly for shaping. And then I also have this one for my natural nails since they're so teeny tiny. Next up, I have this cuticle cutter to get my cuticles. I use this cuticle cutter and the little stick that is provided to push back my cuticles as well. Sometimes I do bite my nails for my anxiety girlies, you know what I'm talking about. But I have these little nail snippers to get the loose skin that I have on the side of my nails from biting them. And then this is the little buffer that they provide from the kit. So there's that. And then this is from BTX Art Box. If you guys haven't used their press-on nails are really good. But I do use the builder gel and I use the top coat as well. Secondly, I have this little brush to get all that dustiness off. And then last but not least, I have these little clippers that I use because of my job. I do have to have shorter nails. And last but not least, I do have the press-ons. I went ahead and organized them by design. We have the orange ones, the flower ones, and the ones that have these little 3D design on it. Just so I can make sure I'm utilizing all of the nails. So let's go ahead and get to sizing. Alrighty guys, we are back and I'm tired. I don't have that energy that I had in that last clip. I do not. But I hope you guys enjoyed the time lapse because there's going to be a lot more of them. But let's go ahead and get to the nails that we sized up. So these are them right here. Now, if you're like me and you have teeny tiny nail beds, damn! You can go ahead and take this and use your filer and file the edges. I definitely had to do it with the pinky nails because seriously, guys, look how teeny it is. But let's go ahead and get into how I prep my nails. The first thing that I do for prep for my nails is I take my cuticle cutters and I go around the edges of my nail. You can probably see that all that dead up. Yeah, so I go around the edges of my nail and I go ahead and get that off. And you want to be careful so that you don't do what I just did, which was cut myself right here.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But you go ahead and file off around the border and buff out your nail. And I also like to trim down the edges of my nail too. But we're going to get into another time lapse so you guys can see me do all of my nails. Alrighty, so my nails are prepped and filed. Yes, look at these. They look so healthy.
Oh my God! Wow!
Because I haven't been going to the nail salon. We've been doing press-ons. But to get the dust off and everything, first I'm going to use my little brush and brush off the dust. And then to dehydrate my nails, which is super, super, super important, I'm going to use this alcohol.
It's just alcohol.
And a Q-tip and go ahead and clean around all of my nails. So let's go ahead and do that. Alrighty, now that our nails are prepped and Z-hydrated, yes, I said Z-hydrated because guess what? It's Big Z over here, Big Z. But anyways, so our nails are nice and dehydrated and prepped. So next up, we're going to go ahead and start gluing them down. So the glue that I am using is this Kiss Powerflex Max Speed Nail Glue. And I will show you all how I do that with one nail, and then we'll go ahead and speed through the rest of the nails. Alrighty, so I have my nails set up over here, and I like to do it in this pattern so they don't get all scrappled up, especially when you have nails that are all the same. You want to keep them like this so you know which nail goes on which nail on your finger. But let's go ahead and open up this glue, and I'm going to show you guys how I do the glue on. So I like to visualize where exactly I'm going to put them. And this is what I mean by wall to wall, guys. You see how it's fitting my nail wall to wall? So what I like to do is first I put a little dot on my actual nail bed and I just wiggle it all around. And then I put the glue on the actual nail a little bit on the inside. I like to apply this at a 45-degree angle. What I mean by that is this, guys. Here we go. And as you're pressing down, it's okay if it floods the sides because we're going to clean that up later. But you want to firmly press and make sure that there are no air bubbles. And then I like to hold it for about a minute with that firm pressure. And I mold my finger around as well, just to get those air bubbles out. And then here's the first nail. Let's go ahead and do the rest. really do like them, but they do need to be a little bit more tidy and cleaned up. So the first step of getting your press-on nails cleaned up after gluing them is going ahead and shaping the edges of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And also, is anybody else watching Love Island? Let me know down below who you like and who you don't like, so we can have a little conversation, because I have a couple people who I like and who I don't like at all. But let me show you guys how I shape them, and the shape that I'm going to be doing is square. So when it comes to filing my nails and making them the perfect square, I like to take my big filer and I go from the edges closest to my nail bed and I just go right against them. Same thing on the other side, right? And then I take my nail up towards me and I line it up perfectly straight like this. And I just go up and down. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that with all of these nails to make sure the shape is good, and we'll tune back in. So my nails are all shaped up. Look how sharp. Wow. Look how sharp. Ooh. But next, I'm going to use my little electric nail filer, and I'm going to go around the edges of my cuticle, and I'm going to seal the nail and make sure that it's blended with my natural nail so that they're on there. Okay? On there. So I use this nail bit right here, and all I do is go around the edges of the nail, just like this. And I know it looks super white and powdery, but believe me guys, once we clean it up, it'll look fine. But that's how it looks blended in. It looks different than this, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and do all my nails and tune in with y'all later. These are how the nails are looking. You see how the cuticles are now sealed, so it doesn't look as bulky as before. So next up, we're gonna go ahead and use that builder gel and make sure that it's fully coated all around, because with the press-on nails, the coloring that they use or the polish or however they make these nails, they do tend to wear off on the sides. So we're going to put that on and then a top coat on top, and then put our hands in the little UV light that I have. So let's go ahead and do that.
One eternity later. 8:28 a.m.
Alrighty guys, I'm so tired, but we are done with the nails. I went ahead and put the builder gel and the top coat, and this is what they're looking like. Oh my goodness, they turned out perfect. But this isn't the end of the video. Even though it's night and I'm about to go to bed, we're gonna see you guys tomorrow, because we still have to do our eyebrows and our lashes. Luckily, I did my hair, even though it's looking a little bit old. But at the same time, girl, it's gonna have to last. But we'll tune in with you guys tomorrow. Peace. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Hey guys, as you can see, I don't have any lashes on or anything like that, but we did get the opportunity to do our everything shower. My girls, you know exactly what that is. But an emergency came up. I didn't have time to do my lashes, but I will definitely put up that video for you guys. But we're gonna go ahead and end the video right here and right now. And I promise I'll make it up to you guys by doing that last video and a makeup video. So I'm going to do a little 2-in-1 for you guys. But make sure to like. No, you're good. Yes, surprise me. You can give me whatever to drink. Thank you. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will tune in with you guys later. And I'm sorry again. I'm sorry But we will definitely get that next video for you guys. I just want to make sure you guys have something to watch for this weekend. Get your snacks and everything. And I hope you had your snacks, actually, because it's the end of the video. But tune in with you guys later. Peace and have a blessed day.